All right, y'all, another back testing session. Continuing off yesterday. Let me just, there we go. All right, we're gonna continue with 15-minute, going from the 15-minute to the 1 minute for execution. And again, this is just a me. Some people can, like I said, can sit on the 1 minute, wait for these liquidity sweeps, and then act on them. But for me, I literally cannot. I have to watch on the 15-minute, wait for something to pop off, and then react on the 1 minute. And didn't we just do this one? No, we didn't. Okay. And sometimes you can find major liquidity points on the 15-minute as well already. Let's do this one. Let's do these equal lows right here. We love when the market goes to equal lows or equal highs. We kind of have equal highs up here, and then we have one here. So let's wait for the market to react. Do we have S&T? No, we don't, but we'll see when we do, if we do. 15-minute analysis time, and then 1 minute execution. So okay, we got a wick and to the downside and the reverse. I mean, we could wait till it breaks that, but I think that's a strong low movement there. What do we have on the 1 minute? We have a market structure shift with a fair value gap. We have a long wick on ES as well. It's a tiny fair value gap. So yeah, we're getting that trade. I get in at this candle close. That was the wrong one. Candle close. You can wait for it to tap back into this fair value gap if you want. That's proper. I mean, on the 1 minute, you probably should. But like I said, for me, it's not that big of a deal. That swing low, we have a swing low on the 1 minute. You can do the wick if you want. And let's see. I mean, this is almost, we could do a 1 to 2 like to this one. 1 to 2.4. Let's see how that plays out. Boom. And we're done. That was quick. Quick. A quick 10-minute trade. We love it. I mean, it missed by a wick. So maybe this was the liquidity point for the 1 minute, but still, you would have done that, or you just would have closed at the close of this candle, which is still pretty good. So next trade. And even, you could have also got back in if you wanted to. But that's already a good trade right there. So we're just going to move on. We're going to move on to the next. And this is how I'm about to be trading all next week. Markets actually are open now. It's Asian session though. So I would not suggest trading right now. Back to the 15-minute. Okay, we're trading in a range, but we're already halfway down to this liquidity point. So this is one of those ones where you just kind of want to wait for it to come take this and then continue down. Also, we have a fair value gap here, so you kind of want it to go up here and then get your entry in the 1 minute, but it could go down here, sweep first. Let's see if it goes higher. Our target is here. Ain't nothing wrong with trading Asian session. Sure ain't, but a lot of people act like they don't like to trade it. When I traded Forex for 2 seconds, I traded the Asian session, but it depends on what you're trading too though. I trade indices, so look, that's a good Asian session move right there. So I ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want to trade Asian session, do it. People just have no patience. Also true. But also, it depends. Some people just want to catch the moves, but you're right. I agree. I just don't trade Asian because I like trading in the morning. I don't like trading at night, even though I'm clearly backtesting at night. So here we are. But I prefer to trade in the morning, and I don't even trade in the afternoon. I used to try to do silver bullet in the morning and the afternoon, but I did not really like it. Let's see. Ooh, wick to the downside, wick to the upside. Okay, so what did we say? We knew it was going down. So this wick, what we wouldn't have gotten in, but after this green one, we would have gotten in or missed this because that happened very fast. So yeah, as soon as we saw this, because like I said, this is fast. This replay is very fast. However, in real time, this is a 15-minute candle. So you're probably going to see this wick within 5 minutes, and then you're going to go to the 1 minute time frame. You're not really going to get like late like this, because see how it already hit our take profit. But even then, on this 1 minute, we have an inversion fair value gap, a green one, bullish, and then a candle close here. So technically your entry wouldn't even have been until here. So at that point, you want to look at, you just take a 1-to-1 maybe, or we'll look and see if there's any more liquidity we can take out. So there's one here. So let's just take it to there. Let's not get greedy. That's still not a good risk to reward, child. But I mean, there could be one more. Yeah, maybe we're going all the way down to this one. Yeah. And we still didn't get really market structure shift until we closed below this one on the 1 minute anyway. So let's see. Not just the day you don't trade. Boom. There we are. So yeah, once you saw that wick on the 15-minute from this green candle, boom, this one right here. And honestly, let's go back to the 1 minute because I'm confused. Not confused, but yeah, okay, never mind. That wick was way up here. That wick was way up here actually, so we didn't even need those extra liquidity sweeps. That wick was way up here, and even so, yeah, that wick was way up here. So once we got a candle close below this low, that's our entry. So our entry would have been way better. And or on the 15-minute, say you missed it, you still could have got in at the close of this candle. So you still wouldn't have waited for this whole candle to drop, but you would have got in here at your worst. Here at your worst, which is still a great 1 to 3 trade. At your best, you would have got in candle close below that blue line, which is probably this candle here. So you see how we do? Straight to the 1 minute. Beautiful trade. And you know, the 1 minute, then we could have just hit our first target. Yeah, for 1 to 2.4. On the 1 minute, you got that good entries of 1 to 5. So that's very nice. Very, very, very nice. So see how like your eyes can just mess with you, or you can like, even though you should have won that trade, but you know, you wanted to see that on the 1 minute, that higher entry. Because our first entry I was doing was like this pullback here, which was like way lower. But on the 1 minute, we would have gotten somewhere in this candle. Like I said, on the 15-minute, you don't really have to wait for a candle to close if it is sweeping your key point. If it's just sweeping something like random, then no. But it swept, it rejected. You even could wait for it to reject again on this candle and then got it on the second candle, but at the top here somewhere. You could have done that as well. So yeah, we love that. That's just a market maker sell model. Easy money right there. Next day, next New York session, on the 15-minute, we got a swing low here. We do the 830 here. Overall biased. Still kind of down, but still kind of like ready to reverse. That's what it's giving. We're ready to, let's see what the 1 hour is showing us. Okay, nothing. Let's see what the 4 hour is showing us. We already swept this, and we're kind of moving past it. The next target is here. Any gap to tap into? There's a few actually. So which one do we want to mark? Let's just mark this first one. Cause we're already close to the other one. Yeah, I mean, maybe. 15-minute chart. So we would wait for it to go up to go lower is what we want. Or go lower to go higher. Do you have any S&T? No, they're all higher, but this one, actually we do have S&T. We have on ES, this low was not taken out on the 15-minute chart. However, on NQ, this low was taken out. So could be strong signs of a reversal to the upside. So go down, keep going up. Points of liquidity to target. We'll do this one. And then we'll do this one. And there's one tiny one in here with a fair value gap right above it on the 15-minute. And when I usually am on the charts, I would type in like 4 hour fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap. Like, he doesn't let you do it on here. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can on TradingView you can do that, so you can know which one's like on a higher time frame that trumps more. But also, like I said, we'll wait for the liquidity sweep and which way would it go to. It can go here, here, and then go here. It can go straight down to here. Who knows? So let's see. Okay, we got a wick of that top side. It's a little, I don't know. But let's see. Let's just go to the 1 minute. Okay, maybe we can keep playing on the 1 minute because I'm not sure about that one either. I'd wait for, we do have a candle close below this low. So maybe I wait for one more right candle and get in. But, see, I wasn't too confident. So this would have been one we wouldn't have traded, or you can get in once we broke these highs if you wanted to. I'll do to here. Where was our buy side target? I mean, that's a lot. I don't want to get greedy, like I say. 1 to 2. Boom. Dunsies. So I think when you're not sure, you should stay on the 1 minute, because if you go back on the 15, yeah, you're not sure. I wasn't sure by this candle. This candle would have closed, and so your entry would have been way up here for this small candle. Versus like on the 1 minute, you waited for like a better confirmation, so you can get in at a better entry. The 1 minute is just good for better entries, but you just kind of make sure you do not get faked out. I used to get faked out on the 1 minute so many times. Double bottom was a giveaway. Double bottom gave it away for me. Double bottom on the 1 minute or on the 15. Oh, here. I can see that, yeah. I said liquidity sweep here. Strong side going up. We didn't get the liquidity sweep we wanted, as in like come down here first to go. Boom. So we would have loved to get in the entry, you know, like here, because it swept sell side and then gone up. But hey, you still caught the move. You still caught a 1 to 2. Don't be greedy. We'll just wait for confirmation. Now, yeah, easier said than done on backtesting than in real life, but this is why we backtest, because, yeah, on the left chart, yeah, the left chart is NASDAQ, yeah, perf. This is why you backtest, so you can just build some confidence, because emotions are emotions. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of backtesting as far as like, because you're not going to get the same emotions as you do when you trade. However, you do need a backtest to test your strategy before you just get in here and start chicken shitting it. How long have I been trading? I started trading October 2023. Seriously, I kind of traded a little bit in 2020, but I didn't trade like for real like this, like learn. I basically was like flipping my money in like during COVID, like how the stocks were just moving up and down. I was playing gas stocks. I flipped like 7 grand to like 30 grand, and then my friend was like, "You should trade options. It's better leverage, or like become a real day trader." And I like learned about it and like got put my money in and just was chicken fucking around, like just losing my money, not taking it seriously. And then I went back to work, and now I quit my job in 2023 because I worked on set and I did costumes, so I couldn't really trade at work. Even though the person who put me on was a catering guy on set, his dad owned a catering company, and he put me on. He could trade. He said while he chops vegetables. So I'm like, well, I can't. My boss will yell at me, or an actor will fucking throw my phone across the room if I'm trading while I'm dressing them. But yeah, options are the way to go as long as you're careful, in my opinion. I'm starting to agree. I mean, I always traded options, and I haven't known peace since I left options. I've just been trying to get funded and like copy trade my live account with funded accounts. But options, it's just so much easier to have good risk management because, yeah, why am I shooting so dark? Because you can just buy a contract on what you're afford to lose, and you'll only lose that. So I'm thinking about going back to options, but I do like copy trading funded accounts. So I don't know. I like having like the checks and balances of both. But yeah, options are definitely the way to go. Especially the days where it runs to the moon and you turn $100 into fucking 3 grand. You cannot do that with. I mean, you can do that with futures. There is some good leverage. You just have to make sure you know what you're doing and you're letting it run the right way. Options are fun. I'm looking to learn and get into cover calls. Period. Cover calls. I haven't been into cover calls. Actually, I do not like this liquidity point, y'all. That's too far down. You'll miss out. We have fair value gap. We're in an uptrend. So it's looking like come down, sweep, go up. We'll mark the fair value gap in case it wants to go all the way down into it. I might do like futures for funded and then trade my own money with options and not copy trade. I feel like that might be a thing. But yeah, I started a $100 account with options and I flipped it like $100 every month, like $100 to $200, $200 to $300. And it was so easy because it's just, I don't know, I feel like your emotions are better with options because you only can lose what you paid for the contract. And then with the stop loss, you don't even lose that full amount. So options to me were just so much better. And the brokers are better. I could set bracket orders easier. I could do so much better with the brokers. Even though I finally found NinjaTrader, that's the best futures broker. It's the best broker for not trading stocks, honestly. If you trade Forex, I think you can trade Forex on NinjaTrader, but all the Forex brokers are ass. Super ass. That's why I can't trade Forex. I get it. Probably people do. But every broker is different. Every chart is different. Just it's not the same. Versus options, we can all look at the same SPY chart. Futures, we can all look at the same NASDAQ chart. But with Forex, 5 of us are looking at 3 different charts. And it's fucking stupid. Okay, so we're looking. I mean, I'm not going to not mark sell side. I don't think it's going lower, but like I said, I don't go on with the bias. Even though these are equal lows. I just like to trade. I mean, get on the charts, let the market react to something, and then I like to get in. Do y'all trade futures or y'all only trade options? What's T? Timeless Crafts and Justin. Or y'all are to stick to options forever? Because I want to know. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of futures traders obviously love futures, but I feel like people. Look at that. See, we got a liquidity sweep. A lot of people don't talk about why they like options. They just say, oh. And then a lot of people who have been trading options for a super, super duper long time, they all trade futures now. Like, everyone trades futures now. I don't know why. Okay, long wick, good green candle. That's not enough to enter off of, even on the 1 minute, though. So we can either wait for this fair value gap to be inverted. Even on the 1 minute. You can, if you're ballsy and you're confident, you can just get in right here. We can just wait for a candle close above this swing high. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Look at this wick though. I don't like that wick at all. I don't like that wick at all. So I'm gonna wait for the inversion of the fair value gap instead of just getting at this candle close right here. I'm gonna wait. Sheesh. That's me. This is what happens when you be scary. So never mind. I would have gotten in that candle close. That junk just ran straight up, which we knew it would. It's clearly in an uptrend. So, great trade. Even if you got in late, waiting for the inverted for value gap, boom, we would have got in here. Still a good trade. Will it go for a 1 to 2 for the late entry? Yeah. See, either way, today's a day where if you got in late, you got in early, you were scared, you were safe, you would have killed it. I only do options. I do like long options contract, like 2 years out, things that I believe in. Okay, I don't do that. There's a guy, I don't know if y'all follow Wall Street Chopper. He does that, like long options plays. I really just intraday trade. So when I traded options, it was just the same day contract. I made over 53,000% on options a few years back. Yeah, I've seen that though. I understand the long-term options plays, but it's kind of like research. Like you trust in a stock you believe in, it's going up. You make way more than 10% on the growth. You make a bunch. But yeah, I don't know. The thing about futures is it's more simple trading. So I feel like I'm just going to keep learning on here and then go back to options. But I did say I was going to paper trade with options next week. Will I? Starting tomorrow? I should. Just to see, like, because you see how I trade just like to the next liquidity point. I don't really ride volatility. So I'm like, is it going to be the same amount of money or less money if I just trade to, like, a fair value gap or something? That's what I'm scared about options. But obviously, I feel like if I got back into options, I would let trades run longer. But I feel like I don't. I just trade, like, if I'm getting in sales here, I'm just getting it to, like, I'm selling at this liquidity point or this liquidity point or this liquidity point. And I feel like with options, if that's like a 70% gain or a 20% gain or a 40% gain, because then run the rest of the day, that is not worth it to me. That's the reason why I haven't got back. So we'll see. Earnings are risky. Also, I used to trade. Why I really left options is I started trading at 8:30. I stopped. I went back to 9:30, but I used to trade 8:30 open. And like I learned from ICT. ICT also is about to start streaming again, y'all, at 8 a.m. if y'all want to trade with him. If you trade options, you cannot trade at 8 a.m. You cannot trade till 9:30. So I think that's also why I went to futures or even Asian session. Like someone commented on my chat, on my stream, like you should be able to trade Asian session. You just got to be patient. If you're an options trader, you cannot trade Asian session. You cannot trade London session. So there's little things like that. If you want to like trade at night or have like more freedom, options don't give you that. So, but yeah, I've seen people on Twitter, like when I was making my money on trading futures, everyone's like, I turned $100 into 5K today, and I turned like. But again, I also feel like if I would have held my futures contract longer, it would have went to like 10K too. You see what I'm saying? I just sold at a liquidity point. So that's why I'm like, I don't really know if it's worth going back over to options, but we'll see. Okay, this is giving signs of a reversal to the downside. We already got a strong liquidity sweep here. Retrace. Reject again. We have, I'm trying to see if we have a fair value gap to inverse. We have one here on the 15-minute. So if we close below this, we're shooting down to hell. And you've been trading since 2016 though. That's dope. Are you a millionaire and drive a Lambo? JK, I don't really care about that shit over here. We're here to just be good traders and live a good life. No matter if that's a Lambo, if that's just a house, if that's a hut in Bali. No one, like, I hate when people say that. Like, oh, you've been trading since 2012? Do you have a Lambo? Like, okay, who gives a fuck? But 2016, good for you. 2016, I was like, I just moved to LA. I just graduated college. This wasn't even on my radar at all. I'm glad I got into it in 2020, being bored because I couldn't go to work because of COVID. That's the only reason. If COVID never happened, I'd still be, I might not still be doing costumes because the industry sucks, but unfortunately, no. I was able to buy a house, though. I've been trying to make it on my only income. Yeah, see, good for you. That's what made me stop in 2020. Like, my industry started paying us like double. Like, I was already making before 2020. Let me see. I think I was making like maybe 85 to 100K a year, and like, so basically, if you don't know the industry, you make like 400. I'm getting sidetracked. You make like 400 a day, and then well, you start as a PA, you make 200 a day. You get as a costumer or coordinator or whatever, you move up and you make 400 a day, and then that's usually where you stay until you like become like a celebrity stylist. Oh yeah, we're definitely going down. Long wig, 1 minute. So I got to a point where like as an assistant, I was getting like $700 to $1,000 a day as an assistant, like not even a stylist. I was like, I'm never. So I started working like 2 more years. I was like making. I went from making 85 a year to like 150 grand a year. But then we started working way longer hours. You know, I mean, you don't know. Working film. They started cutting like crews. Like they had me like just doing so many receipts and just doing so much work that yes, I was making $1,000 a day and I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. But I was working 12, 14, 15, 16 hours a day. Like all my friends were like, I'm gonna make as much money as you, I'm gonna do what you do, and then they come visit me on set, and then they'd be like, I wanna go home. And I'm like, no, like this is what I do. I miss it sometimes, but I don't. I did a job in May just to see like if I could go back to LA and work a little bit to find my trading account, and I didn't like it. I hated it, so I moved to Mexico where I can live off my house savings. I bought a house as well and I sold it. I bought a house off costuming. Our first loss, y'all. But you know why? My stop loss was too tight. I tend to do that a lot. I get nervous because now I trade my own money and I don't have it at the swing high. We still could get stopped out. I feel like this is a day where maybe we just shouldn't have traded. But yeah, I sold my house, made a bunch of money. Now I live in Mexico and I don't work, and I haven't really made money off anything yet. I made some money back on my live account, but then I usually lose it or give it back to a funded prop firm challenge or something. So I'm like a break-even trader. But it's really nice. What is NVIDIA doing? I don't know, y'all. I left stocks. I only trade indices now. I only trade the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. I used to be a NVIDIA girl, and I used to be an AMD girl bad. Me and AMD went together real bad. But also in 2020, no one taught trading like they do now. We're like, focus on one thing or two things. I had like 8 screens, like Apple, Tesla, all this shit. So like I would watch Apple, and then NVIDIA would move, and then AMD would move, and then I would just be like not paying attention. NVIDIA dropped 99%. Then NVIDIA dropped to 99. That makes sense though. NVIDIA's been running up so much. It was time to retrace. Like NVIDIA has been going stupid. I live near not the coast. I mean kinda. I'm in the Yucatan, but I'm not on the coast. I'm like 40 minutes from a beach. I'm in Merida. So I'm not in like Tulum or Playa or something. They had to have a split. Do you think it's gonna go back up? Japan just dropped 7%. Tomorrow will be crazy. Yeah, I feel like we're rallying down, but we were going up the whole first half of the year, so it's time to go back down. And we're only like 77% down, so I feel like we can go down like another 20%. What is this doing? I feel like now we're just talking about real shit and not backtesting, which is good because I feel like at this point we kind of have a groove on backtesting, even though it's only day 6. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to go back up. I don't think it's going to go back up before the year's over. And I feel like I don't trade ICT into the point of like quarterly theory and yearly theory. But I feel like if you believe in that stuff, it probably would tell you like we're going to go down the rest of the year. And then the beginning of the year, we're going to go back up or whatever. Like the people who trade that kind of stuff will tell you like it's okay. We're going to like it's like time and price. Like time will go down. Like time will tell when the price should reverse and go back up. NVIDIA price target. Should I share? Yeah, share it. Share NVIDIA price target so everyone in the chat can know it's tea, especially the options traders. I've had a lot of options traders in here. Hell, I'll get back in. Yeah, share it. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart. See there? I'm not even paying attention. Not even paying attention. Also, I feel like at this so soon, like I said I was going to do this backtesting the rest of the year, but I feel like we're in a groove. This strategy that we've been doing the last few days has been working, so I might start like live trading. One, because that shit is scary, and I feel like if we live trade, I'll get used to it. I don't think anyone wants to hear it. Private account. Nikkei or Nike Mike wants to hear it. What is the price NVIDIA is going to go to? Help your fellow traders. Let me get my chart. Do it. I wish I could help. I don't know. I've been doing live for 5 days. I wish I could buzz you in here and you can show your chart on the screen. But can you send like screenshots in the chat? I have no idea. But that would be dope. It says right here, invite someone to join. Oh, I guess I could invite you to join as soon as you join the chat. But is it too late now? Okay, we got a fair value gap on the 15-minute. Our liquidity point. I mean, I can look at NVIDIA really quick, actually. Actually, I can't. I can. I can go to my trading view really quick. These, I mean, we already swept liquidity. So we should go up to here and keep going lower. He might have to have 1,000 followers to join. Damn, that sucks. All right, I'm gonna pull up my chart real quick because we know what we're doing on this. Let's see. M&Q. What is NVIDIA? It's been so long. Okay, NVIDIA. Full screen. What is NVIDIA? Sheesh. I mean, that's kind of what the S&P and everything looks like. Okay. Let's run this is the 5-minute chart though. Let's go on a daily. Oh, NVIDIA is going to fill this gap, number one. Number one, this is where NVIDIA is headed. Now, after that, next target could be this 74, 75, 35. Especially once we close below this fair value gap on the daily. I feel like that's where NVIDIA is going, y'all. And I think that will complete the downtrend. And then it could go back up from there. And I feel like by the end of the year, it'll be down here. It's gonna take a while to get down there. If ICT is right. Also, here's another thing about, have you seen the futures market? And Q is down 1.8%. This is another thing about stocks. I trust the algorithm. I trust ICT. I trust price action. It zigzags up, zigzags down, fill imbalances, goes to liquidity 100%. But with stocks, they're companies. So the CEO can have a affair and then the news pops off and then it tanks. Like the fucking chairman can, be involved in embezzlement and then the stock tanks. Like there's so many other reasons. Like there's a lot of fundamental and news in stocks that I don't like, which I guess that happens with the S&P and with futures, but I feel like since it's so many companies in one, that doesn't really happen. I could be wrong now though. But it is way overextended. But it will test 93 first. Where's 93? Where's 93? Yeah, that's the bottom of this gap. So I said, yeah, once it closed below this gap, which would be 93, that's probably where it's going to go first. Or even, for me, like I said, always better safe than sorry, just the middle of the fair value gap. So what's that, 99? I'd just shoot for 99 to start to be safe. And then next point of liquidity is here at 93, like he said. He said 93. So yeah, get some puts slightly out the money at like 100 or something, 105 or something to go down. Or if you want to get some 6-month outputs for 75. Any ICT traders in here? Yeah, let me know. I feel like it's just me. And I feel like if you don't trade ICT, you're in this live, like, well, I mean, we do talk about real stuff in this, actually. Yesterday, the girl was talking about a tick chart. I've never used a tick chart, and you have to pay extra for it. But she said she uses it on Top Step X. I don't know if y'all trade tick charts. I've never traded a tick chart. And I was like, dope, that's dope. Whatever that is. Anyone trade like a bar chart? That's insanity. Okay, we're on the 15-minute. We're too close to liquidity, so let's have a target here if we want to get some money. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, a full inversion. So we're probably going up now. We could wait for one more candle, but I don't know, man. Oh, Yeah, no, yeah. See, now we're going to the woman add wick. See, this wick was like, maybe we're going down. This second candle is like, we're going up. Honestly, you just get in right here, hell. Take it to, yeah, that's about right. I don't know where my stop loss would be because we got in late, but oof, loss. See. Let's see what it looks like on the 15-minute. Obviously, you're gonna lose some. See, wicks. I should have waited for that candle to fully close. If I wasn't sure, then you would have got in right there. But honestly, that's something that just would have been a loss. Yeah, that's a long wick. And it swept this liquidity up here. The 830 or close to 830. Yeah. But this is one of those ones too, like if you didn't over leverage, you just get right back in. Yeah, we would have lost, and then we would have got right back in as soon as we got closed right below that fair value gap. So your loss was small as fuck, which we loved, and then your fucking, your take profit, or if you're an options trader, you just let that shit ride. Do you have to pay for FX replay? Yes. I know, it's so fucking annoying. Because I tried to do replay on TradingView only, and it's the worst thing ever in life. The further you go back, the less data shows, and it just like makes gaps. I went back to, I think, the beginning of this year, and the screen had just so many gaps, and it was so choppy. So this is FX replay, and I'm in 2003 right now. I went back a year, and it's still perfectly fine. So it's $35 a month, so it's not terrible, but it's not like it's super cheap. But it's really good, and it almost looks like TradingView. But if you're an ICT trader, half of them damn indicators are not in here. This is a sessions indicator, and I just put the ICT times in it. But when I trade, I use this fair value gap indicator, and I use a ICT sessions for liquidity points to show me. I mean, this is NVIDIA, so it's not gonna show far back like that because the company's charts, they're weird. But yeah, see, it shows me like Asian session and London session, and then I can like target like this, and it shows you a gap, but it really just shows you like the sessions, like New York PM, and it marks it. Why is my laptop dying already? So yeah, you're not gonna get that, which is good though, because it's training our eye to, look at these charts longer and find the fair value gaps and do it by eye like most people trade. I'm never gonna trade that way. I'm always gonna use my indicators, I feel like. But yeah, that was the day it just went down. What the fuck is going on? We're just here talking about options and NVIDIA and backtesting, and then going on side quests as we backtest. Next New York session. Let's see. We have strong liquidity here. Strong liquidity here. We're already almost there. Sometimes you don't even need to go to a higher time frame. You can see them on the 15-minute chart like this. But when it's like nothing below and you can't see, then you have to go in a higher time frame to see. We need another sell side target. Yeah, is there any other ICT traders in here? Do y'all trade support and resistance, supply and demand, trend lines? Like, what's T? Because I used to trade support and resistance, but I could not master my entries, and I fucking hated it. Like, it would move. It would already be halfway to my target before I even the candles would be big. Like, I want to catch the small candle before the big candle, which I could never do. Versus with ICT, I feel like I'm always waiting. Like, I'm waiting for it to tap my entry. I'm waiting for it to tap my take profit. I always feel like I'm ahead of the market with ICT. Versus I was charting stuff perfectly with support and resistance as well. And we haven't even been looking at at ES for S&P divergence, because I mean, you need it, but like, do you need it? Let's see. We kind of have some though. We have this here, made a higher high, but on NQ, we took that low out. So it's giving strong signs of going higher. So I don't know if it's going to come down in sweep, but I guess let's just mark a liquidity point that's like really close, because we already think it's going up. I don't need it to like react off anything way down here. It already reacted off that. And if you're ballsy, you can get in a trade just off that. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, well, that's the candle we need to go down lower. Let's go on the 1 minute. 1 minute. Do you want to wait? Or I'd wait until we get a full candle close above this. Or, I don't know. Or you can see if it just sweeps as liquidity and goes higher. But I do think overall we could be going lower. So yeah, let's just go back on the 1 minute, so we don't wait for like a big movement on the 15 minute. Oof. This is a day where if you traded early, not watching, you would have got stopped out. But you can get in this trade if you're feeling. But I'm not confident in this trade, but yeah. This is a day it's just doing what it wants to do. Let's see what it looks like on the 15 minute. Yeah, see, it's kind of just trading sideways. Yeah, wick. See, trading sideways. Yeah, it still went higher, but it's just it's taking out everyone's stop loss on this day. So we all would have lost, which is fine. It happens to the best of us. Or you just wouldn't have traded that day. Yeah, see, it's just sideways. So this is the days where you trade options, and so this is why I kind of left for futures, because on days like this, like say you got in, I don't know, let's see. Say you got in like here to go like all the way down here, right? And it hasn't really stopped you out on all these. You can sell just once it's back in the green. Like you'll be negative and then you'll be green, and then you'll be negative and then you'll be green. Versus options, if it's trading sideways, you're in the red the entire time. Even like here, I remember like on an options trade, like waiting to close, but I was just like waiting to get back in the green and profit before I closed. But since it was trading sideways and it wasn't doing much, the time decay was eating my contract. So then I was just losing money either way, and that's what I didn't like about options. So, and it's like I like to trade every day. I like to find setups every day, so I can just be like, oh, only trading with volatility. Maybe I should only be doing that, but for now, I feel like I like to look at days I can trade and find a setup every day, because there is a setup. And this day would have been a bad day to trade, but you could have like scalped or sold early, or just sold in profit, or cut your losses, or there's things you can do. I don't remember what we marked to show you that right now, but I've showed it in the past. But yeah, I wonder if I live trade, would y'all join? Cause there's a guy I seen on YouTube who's like a unprofitable trader, but he live trades and he like paper trades, and he like kills it on his analysis. Like he says he's gonna start funded next week, and I'm probably gonna wait till I'm funded to do so. So I'd already have a little profitability. I just want to start because I definitely want to live trade in a Discord one day, and I want to get that learning curve out the way before I start charging people for Discord, and then my emotions like freak me out when I'm live trading, and y'all are like, this bitch cannot even fucking trade. I'm wasting my money. I don't want that, because I trade very well in peace, but will I trade well with an audience? Okay, we kind of have market maker sell. We didn't take out this liquidity yet. We're moving up. We took out these two. We could reverse from here. Let's just see. We swept liquidity on both. So there's no SMT. And yeah, I didn't even mark my liquidity. And I guess you can get in on that, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, next candle. That's a big move on the 15-minute. I mean, we can see if we can get in again and take it to the next candle, the next point of liquidity, but it could reverse from here. That was a high liquidity point. There's still one up here though that ES has to take, so it's probably gonna go further. We'll do something like this, or maybe we can. Nah, I don't want to risk too much. It's 1 to 2. We're still not closed out the trade though. So this would be one where once we get back in profit, or I would have closed once we reversed a little bit like here, but we're still not stopped out, but it's on its way down. I feel like it's gonna stop us out. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about with options and futures. Once it got back up, I'm selling. I'm just selling. I'm out of this trade, especially because it's almost 12 o'clock. I really don't trade that long. I would have just sold here when it came back up and then took my money and been done. But with options, you probably would have been negative on this contract, even if it got way up here, or maybe be up $1 or something. Still didn't stop us out. Now it stopped us out at noon. So yeah, I just would have took my money here or sold. Cause I get scary. I sell like so early sometimes, even though like pullbacks. Yeah, I mean, it would have been just a small gain, not super nice. What does that look like on the 15-minute? Is it like a liquidity sweep that we waited for? Oh, not really. It chopped up there a little bit. It chopped up there. How long have we been doing this? 45 minutes? Maybe we can do a few more. We did it for an hour yesterday. You wouldn't be negative, just not up as much. Yeah, or that. I've been negative though on some sideways movement. Theta decay happens every hour, and it's only around $3 max. Well, I've been on a side. I mean, I think it was trading really sideways that day I was doing it, but I was negative, and it was in my way like 10, 20 points. But yeah, you would have been like, maybe you would have made like a third on options of what you would have made on futures that day. So yeah. But my friend who put me on, he would rotate. He would trade crypto some days. He trades everything. But I feel like he mostly trades options now, from what I see on his Instagram. But he would like at night, he would trade forex, and then he would trade options in the daytime, and then on the weekends he would trade crypto. Okay, let's just do one more. I mean, we have a news candle. We'll use that for our internal liquidity. I mean, external, but it's not external enough for me. We'll just see if it, I hate when it does that. We'll see if it, where it wants to take out. We already do have a inverted fair value gap. This green one is inverted and lines up with the bearish one. So that's looking very good for going down. So let's see if the 9:30 a.m. comes up here and then goes back down. It could just go straight down. And if it does, we have equal lows here, relative. And then let's see if we have any more liquidity points we can target. There's one here. And obviously the big kahuna, which would be lovely. And we got our indecisive candle, but a wick. So it's giving that we're going down from my analysis. But like I said, I like the market to show me what it wants to do first. Okay, it just went down, but maybe if it reacts off this. No. Okay, well this would have been a great. We'll go down to 1 minute so you can have a better stop loss. But maybe you can catch something like this, and then just have a tight stop loss for a nice, so you're not risking that much. Like, you might not make that much, but you're not risking that much. But yeah, we just got in too late for that one. When was 9:30? Okay, 9:30 was here. So yeah, we were on the 1 minute chart. That was the liquidity sweep we wanted to get in. So the trade would have been something like this. So that was one of those ones where the 15-minute candles didn't like us like that. Take it to here. 2.3. That's a great trade. And what are we looking at in the 15-minute? Yeah. It didn't go up and sweep this high. That's why, but it didn't have to technically. Yeah, I wanted to sweep this high at 9:30 and come up and get in his value gap. So we either missed out on, or we, in real time, like I said, this is a long 15 minutes. So once you saw it move down a bit like this, you probably would have counted on the 1 minute anyway. So either you would have gotten right where we were, because look how far down that is. Look at our entry. Beautiful. You would have saw this. You would have gotten this trade. Or you would have maybe waited till it got down here a little bit and then went on the 1 minute. And then maybe got a slighter lower entry, like the pullback here into this fair value gap on the 1 minute. There's a fair value gap right here. You could have got in once it tapped this fair value gap. So yeah, you would have been in that trade. At JMI futures trading. What is this for? Futures trading. Mainly so they can take advantage of the quick moves where premium gets pumped. Yeah. This is futures trading and ICT concepts. So if you trade ICT on options, you can use this too. You can use this on QQQ and SPY. Those contracts have been expensive lately. When I was looking at paper trading next week, I was like, those are a little expensive. I think we're done for the day. How y'all feel? I could do another one, but like I said, I'm doing these literally every day. And I feel like in a few months, we're going to be good enough where I'm just going to live trade in the morning and maybe do recaps at night, or we could just talk about stocks and talk about NVIDIA like we did today and not do these. Or I can keep doing these the rest of the year like I originally planned. We will see how we all feel. But yeah, thank y'all for joining the live. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And we just backtest ICT concepts. And or maybe in a few months we try other strategies like support and resistance, trend lines, just other stuff. Because you can never like run out of strategies to trade. Whatever your edge is, whatever you see is what you should be trading. Thank y'all. Ending the live. Stopping stream for YouTube.